The oracle message that I really had to write down and make plain today, I want to share with you because it is a general oracle message for those it resonates with. Okay? And the message is it's not a karmic. It is not a karmic, beloved. Why would I even say that? Because it's going to feel like a karmic. Okay? But it's not a karmic, it's a divine connection. And we think that divine connection means fairy tale, but it's farther, so far from the truth. I had this conversation with two people, which was enough times for me to decide to deliver this message as a collective oracle message, because whether you are in alignment with this message or not, this message will still be beneficial down the line whenever you get in alignment with this message. Okay, so listen, beloved, it's not a karmic, it's a divine partner, designed and sent to kick up the dust. Okay, you know, I got my sticky notes, I had to write it down and make it plain. So, what happens when the dust kicks up? Well, when the dust kicks up, we tend to get triggered. Okay, we tend to become conscious of our unconscious thoughts, feelings, and fears. Things we didn't have to worry about. We didn't have to worry about how we felt about this or that until we were faced with a relationship where things will be said and done that will trigger those areas in our lives where we feel the most vulnerable and the most insecure. Okay? But be ye therefore encouraged, because when the dust lands, okay, you got to be patient with the process. But when the dust lands, it will bestow upon you the crown of beauty instead of ashes. And the scripture that I was given, because you know I still love me some scripture, okay? The scripture that I was given was Isaiah chapter 61, verse 3, which is interesting because 61 reduces to the number 7. And we are going into the year 2023, which is year 7, because it also reduces to the number 7. 7 represents it is done, it is complete. Okay. And so 10 represents that too, come to think of it. But I think of it as, 7, and God rested on did he rest on the seventh day? Maybe it's rest. Maybe 7 represents rest because it is done. The work is finished. It's nothing more that you have to do as far as the work. All you have to do is rest in what the divine is doing when it comes to your love life. Okay? So anyway, the rest of Isaiah 61 verse 3 says that when the dust, well, it doesn't say when the dust lands, but I want to add when the dust lands. The rest of the scripture says it will land to bestow upon them the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and the garment of praise instead of the spirit of despair. So when you get your crown, okay, you will be anointed with gladness, anointed with praise, anointed or mounted with gratitude, mounted with praise instead of despair, gratitude and gladness instead of mourning. A lot of our experiences in the past when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to love and how we perceive love and how we're given love in the different love languages, has brought us into a state of despair. And so we can be encouraged in the year 7 because last year in 2022, Persephone said that she was coming up to resurrect some love lives, and everybody couldn't resonate with that. I know I sure couldn't. And it didn't happen for me. I was like, "Oh, I don't even want to. I was all crying, like, I don't want to believe this because I couldn't believe it. And so I couldn't receive it. I wasn't in alignment yet. Okay, I'm still doing the work. But there are some who have been doing the work far sooner than I have been doing the work, and now their love life is kicking up the dust, okay, and they're experiencing triggers, okay, that's gonna make them cry and release these tears of sorrow, these tears of despair, these tears of fear, that things are gonna go wrong. I mean, it's going to feel like a karmic relationship, but it is not, because it is just the dust being kicked up by Persephone, okay, to resurrect your love life and to put you in position in where you know how to discern the difference between love and whatever it is that the ego is trying to prove, okay? Also, you're going to release some energies of or feelings of resentment. You're going to realize you're still in resentment when it comes to certain things. You're still not done with unforgiveness. Okay? When that dust kicks up, it ain't going to be pretty, because imagine if it was like a whole bunch of dust around you. It's going to be hard to see. You're not going to know where you're going. You're going to be looking for confirmation and affirmation. You're going to be trying to convince yourself that everything's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? While you truck your way through the dust until that dust lands on your head as a crown. Then no more treading in the dark behind sand and dust and stuff like that. You're going to be able to see clearly. You're going to see yourself crowned and mounted with this joy, mounted with this newfound hope and love, and mounted with the understanding, understanding, and overstanding of what love really, really looks like. Okay. And one thing I want to say about love is love doesn't have expectations. When we're grounded in love, we don't expect anyone to do things a certain way. We just learn how to appreciate, okay, which is being mounted with gratitude. We're learning how to appreciate what every experience, including this relationship that feels like a karmic, we're learning to be grounded in the gratitude of what this relationship has to offer us, because it's going to be something new for all of us, and we're going to be like, wow, I didn't recognize that as love. Is this love? Okay. Discernment is very important too. Okay. And so let's see if I made all my points. Persephone, yup, she kicked up the dust and resurrected some love lives, honey, to the point where you think it's a karmic, and you're like, man, I was expecting the fairy tale. All this waiting I did? No, baby, not the fairy tale. It is, but you will get your crown. You will get your joy. You will get your happiness. Okay, you will get mounted with the gratitude that manifests every heart's desire that you want, every heart's desire that you expect, every heart's desire that you know that you deserve. You will get that, but you're not going to look for somebody else to give it to you. You're going to be manifesting it in your own relationship with gratitude for what that person brings to the table, the increase that that person brings to the table, without you putting the burden of expectation on them and coming into the relationship with a sense of entitlement. Okay? Yes, we're entitled, but we're entitled to manifest what it is we want with gratitude, not with looking to find fault and then saying, nope, this is not for me, I deserve better. We got to learn how to discern, beloved. Okay? And so that's my message for today. I think I made every point I needed to make. So Listen, pick up these pearls and rock them, beloved, and be loved, beloved. Be loved. Be satisfied. Okay? When I say that, I'm saying be grounded and mounted by gratitude for every experience that we have in our relationships with people, especially right now for those who are experiencing a resurrection of their love life and experiencing that dust being kicked up, honey, and you feeling like, oh my God, somebody must be attacking me. I can't believe this is happening. I feel weak. I feel vulnerable. This is horrible. Nobody's attacking you, boo, but the dust that's been kicked up during the process of resurrecting your love life. And that dust is what you're going to have to tread in for 2023 until it lands. And so for each person, the dust will settle as a crown on top of your head at a different divine appointment. So you got to be patient with the process. Don't worry about when it's going to be. Don't worry about how long I got to walk in the dust. Don't worry about how long I can't see because it's dusty out here. And don't be looking at your divine partner as if that divine partner is dusty just because you see dust all around them. Because guess what? When they look at you, they see the dust all around you too. We don't never see the dust around us. You know what I'm saying? But if it's around them, that means, and you see it, that means it's around you too because you're in the same vicinity or area they in, right? And so, yes, beloved, be loved. Be loved, be satisfied, and be protected. And listen, you can like this video, you can share this video, you can subscribe. If you feel my vibe, you can leave a comment below. And if you think you're part of my tribe, okay? Later. Peace.